Hi children, how are you all? Hope all are doing well. Yes. Children, yes, tell me, suppose if you want to go to your friend's house for his or her birthday celebration, how do you go? You may ask your parents to drop there, isn't it? Yes, so maybe your parents drop you there for celebrating the birthday party of your friend, because your friend invited you for the birthday, so you need to go, isn't it? Yes, you will be having lot of fun, enjoyment there. Yes, so how do you go? By with the help of your parents. Maybe if your parents have vehicles like a car or scooter or bike, they drop you in the vehicle, isn't it? If your father has a scooter, if your father has a car, own car, we say our own car, isn't it? Yes, so father drops you. Then suppose you are going to school next day. How do you go to school? Yes, some children go to school by school bus. School bus will come to the bus stop. From there you have to get into the bus and you will go to the school. School bus. There in the school bus there are number of children. It's not your own bus, isn't it? It is running by the school. School is sending the bus. So many children together will go to the school. So there are vehicles that owned by ourselves, our own, we say. We purchase a car, we purchase a bike, we purchase a cycle. It's our own. And there are some vehicles which are not ours, isn't it? Like bus. We need bus to travel for long distance. We make travels for many reasons, because traveling means moving from one place to another. Suppose we need to go to market. Maybe we take an auto rickshaw. We have an auto rickshaw. In an auto we will go to market. Your mother may go to market in an auto. Otherwise, if you have car or if you have bike, in that also vehicle your mother can go. So different people, they use different mode of transportation to travel from one place to another, isn't it? For short distance they use auto, for long distance they use bus, or we have a mode of transport on rails. A train moves on rails. For longer distance we use train to travel, but it depends, isn't it? Yes, so there are some vehicles that owned by us, our own vehicles, and there are some vehicles that owned by public, or we can say it's a public transport. Government or the state where we are living, the state government, they runs these vehicles like buses, isn't it, trains, etc. So we choose all these vehicles to travel from one place to another, isn't it? So let us see what is the difference between these vehicles and how we are traveling in these vehicles. What is the benefit of these vehicles? Okay, yes. So today we are going to learn about paying for travel. Paying for travel. So to travel in train or bus, we need to pay, isn't it? Yes. So paying for travel. Lesson number 19. Paying for travel. So lesson 19, paying for travel. Here there is Radhika and Mihika. They have some conversation. Let's see. Hi Radhika, have you ever traveled by train? No Mihika, I wish I had some relatives out of town. So Radhika has not traveled still now by train, because she has not any relatives outside the town. If there is if there are any relatives far away, then only we can travel. We can go there and we can travel by train, isn't it? So Radhika is telling, I have not yet traveled by train. So it's one of her wish to travel, but unfortunately still now she couldn't. Okay, so we learn about paying for travel and currency. So transport, you know what is transport? It is a system. It's a system used to move people or goods, things from one place to another. That is actually means transport, isn't it? So there are various modes of transport are there in by road, on rail, then sea, then air. There are different modes of transport or means of transport we say. Yes, so traveling means to move from one place to another, especially over a long distance. Traveling means we are moving from one place to another, especially we move to long places. That is called traveling. We all travel sometimes for work. If your parents are working for work, they need to travel, or sometimes for leisure. Leisure trip we say, means for pleasure trip. Free from vacation, free from school, free from work. When we have vacation, we used to travel for picnic, excursion and all. So for leisure we travel, or to see our relatives we travel. If there is any function in our relatives' home far away, then we travel. We use various modes of transport to travel. We use different kinds of vehicles to move from one place to another. Some vehicles like cars, cycles, scooters and motorcycles are owned by us. These vehicles like cars, cycle, motorcycle, bike and all, we can purchase it, isn't it? We have our own vehicle or owned by us. They are called private vehicles. Private vehicles means the vehicles which are owned by us, like car, scooter, then bike, bicycle, etc. Okay, then vehicles like buses, autos, trains, ships and planes are not owned by us. We have to pay to travel by them. So these are called public vehicles. Public vehicles means the vehicles where we need to pay for traveling. While traveling in a train, we need to book the ticket. We have to pay for the ticket, then only we can travel in by train. Aeroplane also we have to book the ticket, we have to pay for it. Bus also we are paying money to the bus conductor. So we are paying for these vehicles. That's why they are called public vehicles. Private vehicles are vehicles which are owned by us. We are purchasing it, isn't it? Our own vehicle, our own car, our own bike. Yes, so there are two types of vehicles, private vehicles and public vehicles. Private vehicles are owned by us. It's our vehicle. Owners are we are the owners. But public vehicles, where we have to pay the money and travel. So that is public vehicle. Now, paying for travel. Actually, traveling means there are different reasons for us to travel. So some travel for work, for business trip they travel, for attending wedding occasion, wedding ceremonies, wedding celebrations they travel, isn't it? So it is usually, it is useful when we travel long distance. This public transport or public vehicles are so useful when we travel long distances, isn't it? Yes, so travel has become a part of our lives. And we need to travel for many reasons, and sometimes we travel by our own vehicle, sometimes we travel by the public vehicles, isn't it? Yes. Whenever we travel by bus, train, ship or plane, we have to pay money to buy a ticket, isn't it? In the bus also we have to buy the ticket, so for that we have to pay the money. Train also we have to book the ticket in advance. We are going next month or next week, 1 week before, a few days before we book the ticket. We pay the bus conductor for a bus ticket. To travel in a train, ship or plane, we need to book our tickets before we travel. Before we travel, we have to book the ticket. isn't it? So have you ever seen how your parents booking ticket for traveling in a train? Have you ever traveled by train? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So here they have given an image of train ticket. Okay. Have you seen a train ticket? See, here is an image. There you can see the PNR number, the number of the train. Train number is there, PNR number is there, then coach number and berth, train name, which train you are traveling, that train name, then distance being covered from here to, from Hyderabad to Bangalore, the distance covered, how much distance, the date of when you travel, no, that distance from the place, from where you are traveling to the destination, that place, distance they have marked, they have mentioned in that. Cost of the ticket, what is the ticket cost, and time and date of arrival, the time when the train comes, date of arrival, and date also, time and date of departure when the train leaves from the station, the time and date, everything they have mentioned in a train ticket. These all things you can see in a train ticket. If you see, if you observe the ticket, you can see all these things. Yes. So if we have to travel a long distance, we should reserve, or we should book a berth in advance. Long distance trains have many coaches. You have seen train, isn't it? Different coaches they have, like first class AC, second class AC, third class AC, then sleeper class, or we can say general compartment. So these many coaches are there in one train. If you want to go in AC compartment, you can book for that. If you are going in sleeper class, you can book sleeper class. So like that, different coaches are there. So anyway, we have to book the ticket in advance if you wanted to go by train, if you wanted to travel long distance by train. Okay, so in train ticket, you can get all the information, which train you are traveling, the train name, PNR number, train number, your date of traveling, that which date you are traveling, the time of when the train starts from the leaves the station, or when the time when train comes to the station, every details they have mentioned in the train ticket. Okay. Nowadays, it is possible to book train, ship and plane ticket on the phone as well as through the internet, isn't it? You can book the ticket in phone or through internet, through computer. You can book the ticket for train and for plane, ship, etc. You can. It is possible to book the ticket online. Online means through phone through internet. We pay for these tickets using a credit or debit card. When we are booking online or through phone or through internet, there itself there is a payment option. There you can book the ticket by paying the money by the debit or credit card. By using these two cards, you can book the ticket. You can pay the money and book the ticket. When we book a ticket through the internet, we can get a printout and use it as a ticket to travel. So when we book the ticket in internet through computer, then there itself we can get the printout of that. A printout we can get it, and that is enough for you to travel. Otherwise, you have to go to the railway station. You have to be there in the long queue. Then the ticket counter will be there. You have to stand in the queue and you have to take the ticket. But nowadays it is so easy for everyone to book the ticket in phone or through computer, isn't it? Yes. So nowadays we have metro train also. So officers mainly use metro train. Actually, it is a lifeline for the people in crowded cities. Metro train are lifeline of the people in cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad and all. What happens? People are many people they are working, isn't it? So they use metro train to travel. To go for their workplace, And metro train, they use smart cards. For regular passengers, they have a smart card system. The people, those who are traveling daily in metro train, they have smart card system. Others, they can use a token. The token, it is available in the there, and from the counter they will get the token, and using that they can travel. The people, those who are traveling daily in the metro train, they have smart card. That is enough for them to travel. So nowadays metro train is available more, isn't it? People choose metro train more nowadays. Then to travel by cycle, rickshaw, auto rickshaw, taxi, means cab. Nowadays cabs are there. We can book cab online through phone. The car will come to our place, and it will take to us where we all booked, isn't it? We have to pay cash directly. There also, when we book a cab, we can directly, either we can give directly, or we can give the payment through online, through phone itself, or the cycle rickshaw, auto rickshaw and all, we can give the the amount directly to the driver. We do not have to buy a ticket to travel by them. So that is paying for travel. For traveling long distance, when we choose train, ship or plane, we have to book a ticket in advance. We can book the ticket in online, like in phone or through internet. Through computer, we can book the ticket there. When we book the ticket in computer, we get a printout. That is enough for us to travel. And the other taxi or auto rickshaw and all, we don't want to book the ticket in advance. Directly we can give the payment to the driver. In earlier times, people used shells and precious stones as currency. Nowadays we are given Indian rupee. We are using rupees, notes, isn't it? In earlier days, ancient days, long back, olden days, people used shells. Small shells will be, and also some stones, valuable stones, precious stones, that is gems we say. The precious stones we say, gems. It has value also. So these things the people use for traveling, means for currency, for taking and buying things and all. They use currency as this kind of precious stones. But our currency is Indian rupee and coins, isn't it? Yes. Let us see about that, about our currency. So we need to spend money to travel. If you want to book the ticket, we have to give the money. So every country has particular type of money, isn't it? Used to buy things in that country. Whoever stays in that country, they have a particular type of money. We are in our country, India. So India has a currency. Means every country has a particular type of money to buy things in the country. It is the currency. It is called the currency of that country. So anyway, we need money. We need to spend money for not only for traveling, for buying things. So every country use a particular type of money for buying things or for traveling. So it is called the currency. And our Indian currency is what? Rupee, isn't it? Yes. So currency. Next we are going to learn about currency. Let's see what is currency. Currency is the money we pay for goods and services we buy. If any things we want to buy from a shop, we have to give money. So currency is that. Each country has its own currency system. I told you, every country has their own particular type of money. The currency of our country is rupee. Our country currency is rupee, R-U-P-E-E, rupee. We use notes as well as coins. We have notes and also coins. Coins are made in minutes, and notes are printed. Okay, means so. We see the picture of coins. This is the coins of earlier times. Earlier times people use this kind of coins. Those days the coins have lesser value. Our grandparents used coins of lesser values for buying things, because those days things were so cheap. those times things were so cheap, less value. Those days they have 10 coins and 5 coin. Now we have 10 rupee ka coin is there, isn't it? 10 rupees coin is there. Then 50 coin, now it is not there, I think, and then 25 coin was there. Now it's not there. So olden days we had 5, then 10 paisa, 5 paisa we say, coins like that was there. Our grandparents used that because those days things were so cheaper, but those coins are not available now. Yes, so currency of our country is rupee. We use notes and also coins, and notes we print, isn't it? Printed notes we use. These are issued by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. RBI is called Reserve Bank of India. These rupees and these notes, they are issued, given to the people by this bank. Which bank? Reserve Bank of India. Actually, it is a top banking institution of our country. Reserve Bank of India means the top banking institution. Actually, this bank controls the whole money system of our country. Which bank? Reserve Bank of India. They are giving this money for the use of the people. Okay, so this bank is the top banking institution in our country, or they controls the money system of our country. This bank controls the money supply in our country, or that is called Reserve Bank of India. They manage all the country's payment, everything this bank controls. Reserve Bank of India. So the coins and notes we use today are not the same as the one we used earlier. I told our grandparents used coins of very lesser value. They differ in shape, color, denomination. Denomination means value also different. Those days we had 5 coins or 10 coins and all, and that metal of which they made, the way they made that metal and the color and the value, shape, everything was different from olden days. Now the coins which we are using, it is slightly different from the coins that our grandparents used in olden days. The scientific study of coins is called numismatics. Numismatics means numismatics. It is called the scientific study of coins. So collection of coins or study of coins is called numismatics. 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 We say numismatics. Okay.